Hello everyone. In this session, we'll be talking about the page card in Tableau. In Tableau, page cards are a feature that allows you to create a dynamic visual narrative by displaying the different views or subset of your data on separate pages. And this is all within a dashboard. Pages cards are often used to create animated or interactive data stories, presentations, or scenarios. They enable you to switch between different aspects of your data with ease, and which makes it easier to convey the insights and engage your audience. Now, to create this kind of animation in Tableau, let's see how we can do it. So I'm in my Tableau screen now, and here I'm working with the global superstore data. To create any animation, it is very important that we should be having a column which is having dates inside of it. So here right now I'm having two columns as such. The first one is the order date, the second one is the shipping date. And with the help of these, I can easily create animation because they are time-based data. So whatever change is happening, that is happening against the time. So let's see how we can do it. So first what I'll do is I'll drag this shipping date and put it in column. And then what I'll do is I'll double click on the sales. Now to change this kind of data into our different kind of visual, what we usually do is we go in the show me option. And with the help of this show me option, you can create multiple type of visuals. For example, right now it is showing me just a text table. If I don't want to see it in the form of a text table, I can change my visual from over here. So to show the animation, I choose this circle views. I click on the circle view and it would be showing me the circle view of that data. So let's understand this visual first. So right now I'm having the data for 5 years. That is from 2011 to 2015. And all these bubbles are basically the data points. And these data points range from each year. So they are showing me the sum of sales for each year. So let's say I don't want to see them year wise. If I want to change it to the month wise, what I'll do is I click on this arrow over here and I'll choose month instead of the year. And now you can see there are multiple data points with me right now. These multiple data points are showing me the year-wise sales, but it is showing in the form of months. So till here, I'm having the data for 2011, and all these data points are representing each month sale. If I hover over them, you can see it is showing me January 2011 sales, and as I move forward, the months are increasing. So let's say if you want to increase the size of these bubbles, what can you do? You can see I have this size option over here. You can click on it and you can easily increase the size from here. And if you want to see that text, that what is this particular data point representing, so you can go in the labels option and here you can check this show marks label option and you will be able to see what is this data trying to tell you. So if I go over here, so this is telling me that the sales over here is 3,23,600. On the left hand side, I also have the sales axis and I can match that it is obviously going between 300,000 to 350,000. Okay. Now, if you want to change the shape of this data point, let's say this shape is not looking so. So what you can go do is you can go in the shape option and you can choose any kind of shape. So let me choose this filled circle. Now my data would be represented in the form of filled circles. Now, how to create an animation? So to create an animation, as I already told you, we need a time-based data set. So here I'm having multiple dates and my sales is increasing with respect to this dates. So I'll drag the shipping date again, but this time I'll drag it into page card. The page card is over here, just above the filters card and on the right side of this data tab. So I can drag this ship date over here in the pages option. And here you can see on the right hand side, I have got this animation controller. So whatever animations would be produced over here can be controlled from this option present on the right side. Now let's understand a bit more about it. Here, first of all, I have three options. The first one is of the left arrow showing to switch to the previous data point. Then I have this right arrow, which tells me that I can go forward to the next data point. Then I have this stop option. Similarly, if I want to increase or decrease the speed, I have these three icons on the right hand side. The first icon and the first icon is for the slow speed. The second one is one for the medium speed, and the last one is for the fast. If I want to play my visual too fast, I can choose this option. Now, how to play that visual? Simply, what you have to do is you have to click on this forward arrow. As you saw that as I pressed on this forward arrow, my animation played. And if I want to move back again, what I can do is I can drag this slider and this would take me all the way to the backwards and where my animation has started. So this is one of the sliders that can be used to control the movement of these data points. And now since there are multiple data points, it would be very difficult for us to see what is the trend going on, like was the sale in the previous month and is it increasing or decreasing. So to change it, what I can do is I can change this yearly option to be the monthly option and it would work fine with you. So I choose this month option and you can see I have this single data point. Now to play this visual again, I click on this forward arrow icon, and you can see it is showing me the change in date. So the date is changed over here, and it is month on month of sales. If you want to increase the speed of it, you can again click on this fast option, and the speed of the animation would be increased. So this was one of the way to control the speed of the animation, as well as if you want to again start it from the beginning, you can drag this slider back. Now let's say if you want to see that what was the previous point and what is the current point like. So I also have this option of show history. We'll be talking about mid in more detail when we would be looking at the future lectures, but you can control your data points from over here. If you click on the show history, it will ask you that what kind of things do you want to see. Let's say I want to see the last 5 data points. So here is the option for the length. You can control it. You can choose the last option over here, and you can give the manual entry. Let's say I want to see the last 3 data points. So I can specify the value as 3 over here. And it would be also asking you that in what format do you want to see it. So let's say I have just kept as selected. If you want to highlight it, you can also choose to highlight it. And as the data points would be changing, what would happen is that it would be keeping on fading. If you see, let me stop this visual and drag it all the way towards back. Let me decrease the speed. So here it is also asking you that do you want these marks to fade away? If this option is on, then it would fade away. You have also the option to change the color. Let's say if you want to show it in this pink color, so it would show you in the that color option. So let's try this option and see if it is giving us any result. If not, you can go and choose these options to show the marks history for. Let's say if I try to keep it as highlighted, is it giving me any different kind of option? So you have to just try these options and see. If it is not showing you anything, maybe you can try to use a trace and it would give you the trailing result. All these things would be depending on the kind of data point that you are choosing. Right now I have kept it as all. Now I'm playing this visual again. So the data point that you are choosing is also very important, and it works with a combination of options. So you can go in the show history and try every option and see what option is suitable for your data need. If I'm again choosing the marks option, now you can see it is started giving the marks. Previously it was not giving. So this is a bit of trial and error part over here. You can choose various options and see which is the best option that is working for you. If I again play this visual, now you can see it is started giving the visual and it is fading. So these two were the things that I told you. The first one was that whenever you are getting an error while you are trying to drag your date type of data in the pages card, so you have to again create that visual that would eliminate that error. And even if you are getting that error and it is not sorting out, you can go in the run server option and then you can fix your data set. So it completely depends on the kind of data set that comes. Then you can go in this show history option and you can choose to show this history of your previous marks over here. And if it is not showing you, you can choose this trailing option and again then switch back to the marks option if it in case it is not showing you that. So this was the thing that is done with the pages card, creating some simple animations. By default, not many animations are available in Tableau. This is one of the things that you can do to create an animation. So I hope this was clear, and you can also do the same thing with the help of this order date column since it is also consisting dates. So we'll be meeting in the next session where we will be talking about the marks card and the formatting options on the top of these. Thank you.